Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream here on the twitch.tv / the Xisuma, playing on Hermitcraft. Gonna be just kind of diving straight into doing aesthetics with these blocks, but I don't actually need them. Gonna be working on Loglands. Oh, what other blocks here might I need? I have not had the time, as always, go. I'm always on the air quotes treadmill, you know. One thing needs doing, then another thing's doing. Haven't had time to think about this. I know I'm going to use bamboo blocks over there. But what other blocks go well with bamboo? That's the question. Chewy Pepper, thank you for the bananas in chat. Jewel Palme, thank you. Welcome. Decana Heaven, Hero Blender. We got peeps on YouTube as well. Golden Standards, Iros, Yellow Clay Crates. There's going to be a bunch of like new names to get used to from the YouTube platform, I guess. Adex Term says, oh my god, I'm back on the stream after so long. Hi everyone. Welcome back, my dude. Welcome back. Does X always stream on YouTube, says Genmo Jr. No, I stream on Twitch, but now I stream on both. These muddy mangrove roots might look really cool. I've got to rebuild my mangrove farm. Let's actually not use all of them. Let's take a few of those as well. They might look cool as like foundational blocks in and amongst the bamboo. So here's the thing we're building in this game. There's always like so many possibilities, but I think sometimes you got to tell yourself like what are the confinements here. I think we're gonna go with the green of the bamboo and some sort of grey darky colours with it. So I reckon basalt might mix in pretty well. So like we're going to try and create something structural. I can't reach it. That's what annoys me about the storage system. Got to place that one extra. Hey X, is this the first ever stream on YouTube? It is the second of recent. Because in the past I've done a bunch on both platforms. P256 thank you ever so much for 8 months in a row. Good meow-worming. Meow-worming is it like cat mourning? That cat mourning sounds like a cat just died. Do we want to include any bushes over there? Some bushes? I reckon it would go really well. Possibly some mossy blocks, but they need to be a bit on the darker side. We don't have like a mossy deep slate. I think that would be fantastic. So this stuff I think is a bit of a yes, and what did we say? Leaves, so we'll grab those. So we're gonna go for something quite natural with grey being the sort of structural colours. So that probably means deep slate would fit into the mix here. I mean that's my deep slate filter, and it's kind of pathetic, but I clearly haven't used a lot of deep slate, so we'll take them. Right, I think we're going to end it there. I think we're going to be like, right, we've got basalt, we've got deep slate, we've got grey things in between, we've got all the bamboo in the world over there, we got some green colours, some naturals. Like, let's do that and see where it goes before we crack open, you know, the infinite possibilities. Problem. What am I building? Okay, so inside of Loglands, the plan is to decorate all of this. Whoops, I was trying to land on that. And we're going to start with what I thought was the simplest area, which is this one over here. And I didn't land on that either. I'm not landing on anything today. So we'll set up our blocks all the way back here, as they will be nice and easy to access. Okay. Out in the open. Oh yeah, okay, I grabbed that earlier. Just put it over there. Right, yeah, so we do have to do a little bit of cleaning up around here, but not much. Like, don't know why that's there. So we want to access these chests and then all of this stuff. So the floor that's here doesn't have to stay as that material, but that's like the foundation of this whole thing. This feels a little bit odd here. Like, why are there extra 2 blocks? It feels like something missing there. Totally feels like something's not quite right. Why? Oh, look. No, okay, that's perfectly fine. All right. The repeater looks like it should point into something, but it doesn't need to. Linked World, thank you so much for 6 months with the Prime. Very much appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Welcome to all the peeps tuning in. It would seem that most of my chat is just saying hello at the moment. You got the perfect background noise for repetitive scanning. Dang. That's what I set out to do with these streams. I'm like, if anyone's got repetitive scanning to do, I'm the perfect background sound. I mean, what are you scanning? Got no idea. I kind of like the idea of having a carpety. Oh, did I bring green along with lime? I didn't. Yeah, I've got a bit of an idea coming together in my head. I think it's going to require a few more blocks. Since when have we done simulcasting? I like that term. On YouTube and Twitch, I've not seen you do it. Or I might just be oblivious, says Smartin. I did it last live stream, and this is our second one simulcasting this year. Scanning lore documents into a database. Fun, says Maggie Pie. That sounds so much fun. Oh, wish I was scanning lore documents into a database. Jeez. That does sound like some dull, repetitive work, I get you. But hey, someone's got to do it, right? That's what they say. Someone's got to do it. What's inside of the stump going to look like, says definitely not John. That's what we're finding out. That's what we're finding out right now. Okay, I am going to start drinking my tea because I just looked at it and I was like, oh yeah, we're 7 minutes in. This is where time starts to slip away. And we don't want time to slip away. Oh yeah, and great. Okay, we'll put that one back here. All right. Hi, how you doing? How's it going? Gonna drink my tea. Don't mind me. Bear says, this has been the longest January, I swear. I was like, we're already 2 weeks into January? I was like that earlier. I was like, oh my god. Actually, I went on a ski trip, right, and I came back a few days into January. And I must admit, it actually feels... It feels like more time... It feels longer ago. It was like 10 days ago I was in another country. It feels way longer than that. Trying to find inspiration for your next video, watching live streams helps. Oh, watching other people play always gives you inspiration, right? Hey X, how does the server have to shift to select armor stand? Alright, it's a mod, it's not on the server, that's why. Where have I been skiing? Austria. I almost said Australia, mate. But then my brain was like, no, it's the other one. So X, why did you decide to stream on both platforms? Because you're now allowed to? You have been for a while. I tried it like once or twice. I wasn't really sure, and then I stopped thinking about it, and then it just crossed my mind again, and I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. Wait. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so like these blocks plus those could be our floor around here. When making a floor, you're gonna need stairs. Oh, there's other blocks in here that might, like putting little touches of ferns and grasses down, I think will go a long way. In this little area, we're gonna create something quite cozy, which wasn't originally the plan, but I get a feeling this will work. And we just want to make things look cool and then stitch them all together, so. Uniformity be damned. You know, my brain's trying to like organize. What will the next part look like? Will it be organic too? Why did I open this dang thing? Gosh, streaming. Why do I have to talk while I have to play? Makes it so difficult. There we go. Right. I actually opened it for this one. We got a super chat from Bolt8864. Thank you so much, my dude, with the super chat. Has X seen some of the songs that Gideon has done of the Hermits and the Life series? I have not. I have not seen those songs, but if you want to tweet them at me, that's usually the best way to do it on the website Twitter, formerly known as X. You can get to me over there. Amethies Farm with TNT minecarts when? Is that doable? That sounds rather... what's the... precarious? That sounds like a precarious way to make an amethyst farm. Like, why TNT? I mean, it's doable, but that's going to be like... That's really going to make it tricky and minimize the amount of amethyst you can get. X, you convinced a friend to listen to Soulside Eclipse and she loves it. Willow, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Let's convert people, you know? Let's convert people. Had an idea for the statistics chamber. Is there one for redstone components place? No, but like I don't know what that would be. I don't want that hopper minecart picking anything up. So I think I need to deactivate it for a little while. So when it comes back, if it just got stuck over here somewhere, that might not be a bad thing. Boop. See what happens. See what happens. That aggressive slurping is giving you ASMR. I hope that's good, because I don't like ASMR. It deeply annoys me. Okay. But I will continue slurping. Good. Good, good, good. Hey, Xisuma, I really like watching you and the other hermits to gather inspiration from the world. You have all inspired me to be a Minecraft creator. Thank you. Hey, I'm glad you're taking that inspiration and doing something with it. That's awesome. A fully auto coral farm would be cool to see. I believe I did that in... Yes, I did it in... That's when I did it. I think we did that last season of Hermitcraft, right? Philip, you like the stream because it's chill. That's good. We got chill vibes around here. We listened to some dungeon synth. Some weird, estranged, esoteric music, and just chill. Lately, I cannot stop listening to this artist called Time Wave. I don't know what it is, but their music, it's like trance. It sounds mostly like trance music, but it's got like a cosmic flavor to it. So like I love music, and there are certain genres where I love the aesthetics, I like the ideals, but like some of the melodies and like the themes, they just don't they don't speak to me very much. And I'd say like house music and trance is quite like that. Like I get the whole thing, but the themes don't really speak to me. Whereas this Time Wave artist, I just love it. It's got this spacey cosmic vibe and these like unconsequential melodies that just continuously like repeat and evolve slowly. They sound so cool, and I can't stop listening to it lately. But it's also it's like dead brain music as well. It's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but you just go into a bit of a trancey state when you listen to it. You're just like absorbed by it, but it's not like, I don't know, it's really difficult to describe. But I've been listening to loads of that and just like totally chilling out, focusing on whatever I'm doing, and just having this like mood emanate from the music. And it's seriously cool. What's my opinion on Mr. Beast style editing, says Giddle Dude. If you got the energy to do it, then go for it, but whew, I cannot be bothered. Cannot be bothered to edit like that. But it's nothing like trance, it's more ambient. Yeah, with some ambient music, you know, ambient music can be like emotionally powerful and calming and soothing. This is more like it puts you in a air quotes trance-like state. Not like psychedelic or anything, just, I don't know, time feels different when I listen to it. It's really peculiar, and I just noticed it, how when I listen to this, it's like part of my brain, like a certain part of my brain is shutting off. I don't know what part it is, but it's definitely shutting off. I figured that out. That's how I'd describe it. We're going to want, you know those stairs that I made? Like, we're going to want to do this on occasion. Just to break up that kind of repetitiveness that you can get out of things like this. So I'll put one there, maybe. Hello, X. This is my first time watching you stream. You're trying to figure out how to build your storage house thing. I'm working on... Oh, what is the best album from Time Wave? Just go for... Is it Solar System and War? There's only 2, and everything else is just like these singles and EPs. Just those 2 records are the ones to listen to. You make ambient music on your Korg synth, low frequency vibes. Pixelated Sam, it sounds like the sort of music I would totally listen to. Man, you've actually got like a Korg keyboard. I've recently gotten hold of the keyboard that I composed a lot of music on in the past. And it just hit me how important it can be to have like the physical instrument, because I've been using VSTs a lot and they're kind of like different to interact with. There's something charming about having that kind of immediacy, I guess, that you get with a regular instrument, right? So now you just like tick something over in my head of like, I love those classic Korg and Casio synth tones, but like, what if I got myself a Korg keyboard? Would that make a difference? I don't know. I'm just starting to wonder something a little bit here. Like, might it make sense to have more of the moss on this side? I think it, yeah, I'm starting to picture more and more of this build as we place blocks. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, we're going to go like this and have way more moss over here. And we're going to reduce the amount on this side because this is like the more walked area when you go towards the barrels. So like most of the time in front of a barrel, we actually want just full on cobble, right? But then over here, this is where, okay, there's nothing to pick up here. So now all of a sudden, like the moss can start to spread over to this space. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You still will walk through the area, so like we'll have a little bit of a path here. A couple of blocks. Turn to cobble. And then these 2 blocks aren't even a part of the equation. And then we get back over to this bit, so it's like... That's quite worn out, that spot there. Paradox game mentioned, question mark. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. Now over here, you can't actually physically go any closer than this. So behind it, we can put more moss. Something like that. Let's drink some more tea and pick out some more messages. Let's see. He's decorating farms and storage areas within Loglands. Very apt description. Baitan Daniel! My dude, 47 months. Beacon Wars shall now commence. Huzzah. What is Beacon Wars? You just gave me like a flash of a game. Oh, I've got games on the... I don't want to say. I want to surprise y'all. I got something cool on my mind that I want to surprise y'all with. Yeah, nah. You know how it is. Like, I could always waffle about ideas and stuff. I think it's better to hold on to an idea and show it if you know you're going to do it. I got a really cool idea that I want to do on Hermitcraft soon. Let's plop in a few of these bits here. You know, I'm going to get rid of the bow, I think. In fact, no, the sword. Go that way around. Oh, I've already got that on the hotbar, right. A few little bits like that here and there. We're kind of missing some carpets. And then over here, this is where... Yeah, I think I'm going to change these couple of blocks. This is where we're really going to lean into the greenery. That's why there's more of that over here. And we just got to make our way over to this spot. It's looking kind of nice. And then, you know what? We're actually going to have a walkway up to here. I didn't think about that. Definitely going to have a little walkway that takes you over there. But everything behind these blocks, I think, pretty much all the way moss. Yeah, it's looking a bit strict over here, isn't it? Let's change it up a little bit. So yeah, anyway, you got your like natural path down to this spot. Got that emerging. And then there'll be like a staircase that goes up there eventually. So let's keep a fair bit of this intact. You know, you could argue maybe that it needs a little more depth or height or something, I reckon. But we'll probably be able to play with that a little bit as we build it up. Am I not mixing moss carpet in the green wall carpets? You know, we'll do things in phases, like you do a pass. Like I could be placing down this stuff right now. And let's just place a couple to remind us in case like distractions and stuff. But I think it's good to do things in passes. So we're just getting this foundational bit down to begin with. Now over here is where I'm kind of concerned because the pickup points for this stuff is much, much higher. All right, I'm out of those blocks already. Oh yeah, and there'll be loads down here. Go get some more. Michael Stickle, thank you for 97. Whew, getting close to the dungeon, my dude. Stuck in traffic at the moment, have fun. Well, I hope the traffic clears. Definitely having fun. That's not a problem. But 97 months, my dude. Evil X is waiting for you. In the dungeon. You love science fiction games, so that kind of cosmic music is ingrained into your head. Ah, right, yeah. Well, if it's got a similarity to other music that you've been listening to, that always helps. So I reckon here the trick is to maybe build this space first and follow a similar principle, because the staircase doesn't have to start over there. You know, when you're mapping out how things are going to fit together, it's funny how weird little ideas stick in your head, like this is going to be this way, and then later on you got to be like, wait a minute, why have I just decided that's the way it's going to be? Right, so if we look at it like that, we can have this like higher up contained area here. That's kind of not what I was trying to do. And then the staircase could actually just come out across there somewhere. There might be a little bit of redstone that I add on the side here, or maybe even like another staircase over to that bit. There's going to be a lot of staircases. That is for sure. Okay, lots of that carpet around here. Because why not? Just have a big patch all of a sudden. That's another thing about building, is like you have all of this, like these ideas of like balance, and here's the path, and you know, we're putting cobble closer to the chest, and then every now and then just do something that sort of like completely breaks the mold, so it doesn't always look like you're following the same set of rules. It's an interesting balance to strike. And now we're doing a lot of building in the dark, I'm noticing. Let's put a few more carpets in. We got Maddie's Cap here with the Prime subscription. Thank you so much for the Prime, my dude. We also got Blue Raven 768 for 24 months. Insert Undertale quote. I'm blue now. That's my special attack. Now my badge matches my name. Can't believe it's been 2 years already. Now you're having a great day. Oh, hope you're having a great day. Why don't I say now? Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you. Yeah, you know, 2 years, new badge. For those of you on YouTube, over here on Twitch is where we have all the special fancy stuff, like when we have a Twitch baby. We got the emotes. We got badges in chat. We've got loads of cool stuff over here. I've been on Twitch now for coming up to 10 years, basically. Right, let's remember to put the occasional one of those in. And now we definitely want more moss. X trying to convert the YouTube peeps to Twitch, is Manny. Kinda. I mean, like, Twitch is a better place for streaming. It's got a better culture. There's a better community here. Well, I say better. Like, it's known for being a better interactive experience, especially with, like, chat. But we've also got a community here in our chat. So, like, there's a better experience to be had over here, right? Is what I'm getting at. Like, Twitch is the better platform for both streamers and the audience to experience streaming. But some of y'all will be on YouTube, and you're welcome to stay there. I'm just letting you know, like, the experience will be a little different over here on Twitch. And you know exactly how all the Twitch features works as 8Pro, but I detect sarcasm. Because Twitch adds stuff, and I'm like, oh, there's this new thing? Okay. Didn't know about that. Fair enough. All right. That's my experience with Twitch. Okay, we need to build this out a bit here. Experience interactive streaming community. That's it. Hi, X. Do you know where I could find the design for your clay wood farm you built early in the season? It's from Cybot, I believe, but I can't find the design online. I don't think they've published it. So, yeah, I wouldn't know what to suggest other than if you're trying to recreate it from a video, you know. Right, let's go over here. Oh, I guess I want the stone to kind of come to this area because now we're building a staircase, right? And that's a path. Also, Twitch has Twitch Prime. Speaking of, use your Prime subs if you haven't, said Callie. You're doing a better job than I. You're doing a better job than I. Thank you for that reminder. I'll make this thing 3 wide, I think. And then that means we kind of need to touch up a couple of blocks here. Not too much to do. But that looks pretty good. Dang, it fell down way too far then. Whatever happened to our Korg synth comment? I'm waiting for them to reply, but I haven't catched it. I'm super curious now because I love those tones and kind of wondering if I should... I keep thinking about getting more music hardware. I've noticed that having the hardware, I think, is a fair bit better than using VSTs. Just feels a bit more direct. Oh, that's the wrong bit there then, isn't it? Okay, so again here, like, we had all this green build up and now we're changing that because it leads over to this spot. So let's go ahead and change that around a little. Yeah, I can see us throwing in a little bit of moss here and there. And there you go, now we've got that. It's not finished, obviously. And it's very dark around here. But we've kind of put in, you know, the basic platform now is what we've done. And then we think about what we're going to do next. Admiral Argos, what a name. Thank you for the Prime. We also got the Bendoozy here with the Prime. Let's switch to standing Pete's. The bum is going numb. Harry27 with the Amazon Prime. Peeps, you get a free Amazon Prime subscription every month over here on Twitch if you want to get some emotes in chat and a cool badge next to your name. Right. Stood up now. Cypress23, thank you for 4 months. Hope everyone's having a good time. So happy to catch a stream. Glad to have you. Glad to have you, my dude. Railstrom, thank you for the Prime subscription. Much appreciated. Thanks for supporting the channel here. What is going on? I think my cables... Yep, they're caught on my chair. That's bad. That's bad. How'd y'all like that, How'd y'all like that new guitar video? What was it called again? People Equals Love. Oh, that's definitely what it was called. How did you enjoy that? Did you check it out? I hope you enjoyed it, because I thoroughly enjoying that song. Did I just really swap those words? I thoroughly enjoying that song. I think it. Oh my god, words, brain. Shut up, brain. Stop trying to talk while you're playing a computer game and reading a Twitch chat. It clearly doesn't work. Oh, I don't actually have the actual basalt here. Let's go grab that. Dang it. How did that happen? Guitar video was sick as usual. Thanks. Yeah, y'all liked it. I can tell. Well, last night I edited the next one. It's a banger. I really enjoyed editing it because I put a few more little cuts into the video. But the next one that you're going to see is a song that really, like, I have played it so many times. I love it. I've got this idea in my head. I've got 2 ideas in my head that have helped me play guitar in recent times. One idea is, like, to tell yourself you love this, which sounds so strange, but I'm a moody person, right? Like, sometimes I wake up and I don't feel 100%, and then my desire to do all sorts of different things come down together. You know, when I'm inspired, I'm generally inspired in all different directions. It's frustrating because when I'm in, like, a good place creatively, it's like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. And then, you know, I tend to think whatever I'm doing, I'll do the other stuff. If I'm doing Minecraft, I'll do music on a day where I'm not quite feeling it. I tend to just feel everything at the same time. So when it comes to the guitar and I'm not quite in the mood and I start doing it, I tell myself how much I love it. I remind myself what it feels like. It's like you're egging yourself on. And with songs like that, I then really get sucked into it. So it's about having the mentality of, like, reminding yourself, convincing yourself. I've now forgotten what the other thing was. There were 2 things. This was like a 2-part strategy of mine. And I've now forgotten what the other one was. This should be set up like that. I don't know why it isn't. Probably because they would always go into this one first, but whatever. The Korg mini synth is another great starter synth and good value for money. I still got it second hand. But you can also spend hours and hours messing around making weird music. It also has MIDI. Yeah, every keyboard you buy should have MIDI, right? If a keyboard you buy doesn't have MIDI, that's like a red flag. That's like a wait, what? Doesn't have MIDI? So from the inside looking out, we're going to have pillars like this, but from that side, I'm not quite sure how it's going to look. But I think I'm going to just build them up from the ground up anyway, like this. Also, should we try and avoid doing, like, patterns and repetition and stuff? Let's go 1, 2, 3, right? Then 2. Then I'm not even going to count. I'm just going to go like this. Because, oh well, then we end up here, I guess. Because I'm sick of it. I'm just going to change it up, right? Slatty says, what's the workout routine? I mean, if you're thinking like, oh, I want to look like that, what do you do? That's not the way to do it, because everyone's got different physiology and physique and potential and stuff. My workout routine is to work out consistently. That's the trick. Consistency. Once you know the basics of lifting, there's not too much to it. There's not some secret movement that I'm doing. If you just do this, you know, it's not like that. How many days a week? 4 days. These days I do 4 days of lifting, 2 days running. In the past it was like 6 and 1. Okay, any tips on keeping consistency and keeping yourself on task? I mean, you're saying the answer when you're saying it. You have to be consistent. You have to keep yourself on task. That's it. You gotta get the ideas in your head that you can stick to. Like one of the things I say is that everyone's got that little voice in their head that tells you what the right thing to do is, and you should really learn to empower that, because there's that voice that says, just slack off and don't bother today, right? And you should program yourself mentally to feel bad. You know, like when you're trying to get in shape and maybe lose some weight and someone offers you a bit of cake, you should program the reaction of feeling bad. Because it's in there, right? There's that part of us that wants to, a nice slice of cake. And then there's the other part that's like, that's not what my goals are right now. You just want to empower that negative voice. Like the harder path. Let's not call it negative. Empower the harder path. Your brain's capable of doing it. It's going to tell you like, yeah, today let's slack off and do nothing. And the other thing's like, no, I've got responsibilities. I need to do this and that. Just continuously try and empower that other part. That's how I do it. Like, I don't know. At some point in time, I just started empowering that voice. It was like, yeah, I could slack off, but yeah, I got these responsibilities and stuff, and then I'd feel bad, but like, don't look the other way. Just embrace that bad feeling, and then you'll be like, actually, you know what? I want to do this thing actually, because I don't want to feel bad. It's weird, but it works for me. Just wondering, what's your max bench, squat, deadlift, and such? Says Jed Taylor. I don't do heavy lifting. I don't do like maxes and stuff. I just focus on like consistent training. Slowly, maybe increasing some weights and reps over time, but I don't go for crazy heavy lifts or anything. You don't need it. You don't need it to get like in shape. You'd be surprised how little you need to do. It's just about over time. I think the problem for a lot of people is that you want to see results quickly, and that's not how it works. What rep and set count? At the moment, I'm doing 3 sets of 8 reps, and this is quite different from how I used to do it. I used to do like big supersets with like 3 or 4 exercises, have lots of rest between like each one, and do about 4 to 5 sets and do like high rep numbers. And then I decided I wanted to be a bit more time efficient and do something different for a while, and so I decided to go for the classic 3 and 8, but now like 0 rest. So I superset with no rest is what I'm doing. Pirate genetics. It might, that's the thing. I don't know. It might be genetics. Like, I haven't ever worked with a professional trainer or anything who could help you like reach your max potential, and I'm fine with that. But like, this is the thing. People are just built different, and you never know. So, like, don't go looking for cheap results, and don't go thinking someone's doing some sort of exercise that you need, and definitely don't think it's supplements. And don't take PEDs. God damn it, kids. You're gambling with your life when you take PEDs. Maybe not in the immediacy, but down the line. Whew. You've lost 30 kilograms. Well done, my dude. Well done. Well done. Also, Unixies tuning in with the Prime subscription. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. I missed that one. That was like 7 minutes ago. Dang. What's a PED? A performance-enhancing drug. There is like an epidemic going on right now within the fitness community of lots of young people taking PEDs. You've got these social media influencers with these crazy physiques, and lots of young people who are very new to training are taking them. And like these are things that are kind of risky if you're an experienced trainer to take, and there's like a culture emerging of just young people willing to take this stuff, and it's kind of scary to watch. What about creatine? Says Brian. Creatine is perfectly fine. That is a well-researched substance. It is one that occurs naturally in your body already. And in order to get it, lots more of it into your body, you can't get it. You'd have to eat like an insane amount of meat every day to get it. So like, supplementation is the way that works. The key is doing very light exercise that prevents the burnout, and you can exercise without break days. So you exercise every day. That would be a good starting place, I'd say. It all depends on what your goals are. Like, if you want to put on a lot of muscle, like, light exercise won't do it. You have to hit a certain level of intensity. Right now, I'm going through a period where I'm sick of, like, picking up little injuries here and there, and I just kind of want to go back to basics and go for the slow, steady, long march. So I'm not doing anything, like, heavy. But I'm happy with what I'm doing. People brag about hard workout, but light workout is the key. Yeah, like, I'm not disagreeing with you in terms of what you need, but it's like, it depends on what your goal is, right? Like, the hard workout is needed if you want to put on muscle. Like, that's what your body responds to. You need to hit that stimulus. And if you're like, well, I put on muscle and I don't work out hard, then it might be you're very genetically gifted, or maybe you are actually working hard, like harder than other people work. It just doesn't feel hard to you. The Slimlock cover you uploaded on the second channel a few days ago was awesome, says Trow. Thank you, my dude. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The next one will come out on Saturday. I was talking about that earlier. I love playing that song. I've played it so many times. I just feel like that whole idea of getting excited deliberately, like pushing yourself to do that thing that you know that you love, and like psyching yourself up for it. That song really embodied that spirit. And it was really cool because I had to tab a lot of it myself. I found a really broken tab and had to fix all of that and figure out all the notes. So it was really fun, like studying the track, listening to it, coming back to it, that kind of stuff. That was really cool. Let's get some trapdoors up in here. I'll take a stack of trapdoors, thank you. 4Kill says, lol, every time X streams I feel bad for each single crisp I'm eating. Empower that voice. Empower it. You know, go eat some potatoes instead. They're very different, those are, but crisps and potatoes. Timmy679, thank you for 2 months with the Prime, my dude. Much appreciated. We've got another Prime here with Corpend Dragon for 5 months. Please be my dad. I'm not sure that can be arranged, but okay. Since when are people allowed to stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time? For quite some time now, my dude. Quite some time. So we'll do something similar up here. I'm just gonna step back and kind of look at the landscape a bit. I'll tell you what, I was picturing us seeing a lot more color in this area, and I can tell you what it is and where it's missing. So like this stuff, I think, is what I'm picturing being in this area as well. I reckon we'll use this to like fill in these gaps back here, probably with some trapdoors. Like, how much of the redstone do I want to actually show? Because now I'm kind of realizing there's a lot of charm to seeing the redstone. It's very tricky to integrate this stuff, isn't it? Oh, that's a really good question, actually. So over here, I've clearly like hidden a lot of it, right? Oh, I've totally forgotten about my little staircase over here as well. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out at some other point. Almighty Foon is here with the Prime. Penelope Sky is here for 29 months. Saying, just popping in to say hi. Also, that new cover. And the 2 angels. Angles. Why do I read it? It's angles. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah, the next one will have 2 angles as well. I mean, the down on the ground camera, I just kind of threw it in, and it could have been angled a little better, but whatever. It was funny to do that. We also got Jake here, super chatting. YouTube mobile is better than Twitch. Better to listen in while your pocket. Oh, well, I would argue that the audio is the same on both platforms, but you know, whatever you like, my dude. I encourage people to come over to here to Twitch for the community and the fact that it's been like the home of streaming for me for so long. But hey, if you like YouTube, you got the choice, right? Oh, I'm quite torn. Like, seeing all of these hoppers and the redstone back there it's not like terribly impressive, but I feel like there is a bit of a charm to it. Everything I've built though is always like it's got this like forward-facing element that makes you feel like the other stuff's got to disappear or something. I think we'll aim to try and embrace little bits of it, but not the whole thing. So if I go and place some blocks here, right? Yeah, and then we put in like this pillar. Goes up to about here. Do that. Then we're going to end up with these little gaps no matter what we do, but I think that's part of the point, is to just leave them in. Now, I did picture myself doing a little bit of this, but it don't work to switch the color, I don't think. I think yellow is actually probably the more important color to introduce, because we've already got a fair bit of green, so we kind of need some contrast coming in, I think, around here. Then in this space we might do something similar. A little bit of a wall start to appear. And then to break up like elements of that wall, we can put some trapdoors and stuff on it. Feels like it's slowly going in the correct direction, I'll say that. Yeah, and then I could see these blocks going up there, but then something needs to be underneath that. Then we're going to want our pillars and such. It's a curious one. It's a curious one, piecing together all these elements. But this is the fun of building, right? This is the fun of building. I think this is going to work. And then we'll bring in other shapely blocks later on to make more sense of it all. Right, and then this would be like that all the way up. And then eventually we get to put leaf. Oh, that's a good point. We're going to put some like leaf blocks and stuff in here. So let's go ahead and do that, and then the corner can be saved for leaf blocks. Maybe there's like a bamboo thing holding something up. A little bit of that going on. Then up the top here, I think you're looking at something like this. Arishan Nelf, whose name I probably absolutely butchered, and I apologise for that. 10 months, hey X, mods, and chat dropping by to say hello. Thank you for dropping by, and thank you for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying it. Oh, what's this Chalky saying? With the occasional bamboo plank or mosaic to add to a pattern. Oh, yeah. You're pointing out some blocks I had not considered. Okay, that'll go in there. Whoops. Oh, okay, that's a hopper, right. So what we're talking about doing is grabbing, I think mosaics are down here. Yeah, there you go. Just throwing in the occasional couple of these, like we did that. I'll tell you what, yellow, ooh, that's kind of nice. Huh. Oh, it lines up with the existing block really well. Yo, we got a sub bomb coming in. Right, we got a sub, right as I had a thought. So let's go grab a box because I had a thought. That makes sense. We got a sub bomb dropping in here. Let's have a read. If you are on Twitch, pay attention. Zakanafidorian, Rafe Berry, Forloss, Proud Looney, Snootkin, Matthias, Asteron M, Factorization 4, Neil No Face, and Rambling PJ. Y'all been gifted subs. Be sure to say thanks in the chat. Enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the badge next to your face. And thank you. Thank you, PowerBuzz2025. My dude. Appreciate it. Appreciate it ever so much. Let's see. Hay bales looks surprisingly well with the bamboo. We can grab some. We can grab some. It wasn't what I came here for, but we'll grab it. And then we will... How much room we got here? Yikes. What was the other thing I was going to grab? Ooh. Oh dear. Yellow. Oh, that was it. Oh, yes. This right here. This right here. That's the one we need. All right, let's get back over there. All right, the very first bit. I kind of knew all along this would probably be the first bit to get some aesthetic treatment around here. Don't ask me why, I just knew it. I feel like there might be like dirt and stuff going directly underneath this. Like packed mud and dirt and... Is there any dirt in here? Thank you. Kinda works. Kinda works. Alright, so over in this area, I was thinking of putting in some glazed terracotta on that wall, but the other stuff looks pretty good in there. So when we get another big flat wall, we might try that. Then we got this one. So I want to keep some hay bales on me, and possibly these blocks get used. Now, if we look at the inventory, it's in need of something, isn't it? These muddy mangrove roots, I haven't figured out where to use those yet. I don't have a project box as far as I can tell. And project boxes are very good, so let's go make one. Project box, bam. That's where we can put this sort of stuff. It gets accumulated. There we go. What's that one? Oh yeah, white concrete. Natasha Rose 96 coming in with the Prime. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for using the Prime on me. Leo says, X, how about the Odd Spark stream with Zed? We decided not to continue any further. It's a bit of a performance metric thing for Zed. I was happy to continue, but I totally understand that decision. It's the kind of one I've had to make myself on occasion too. Sometimes it's just like that. Things don't quite work out as you might have planned or hoped. Alright, okay. God, there's so many more blocks I want to place. Now, over here, we kind of jumped the gun a little bit, I think, so... Let's go ahead and redo this a little bit. Don't know why I'm picking these blocks up. Makes no sense. We want to go, like, out and around to the up there area. I've noticed more hermits playing other games lately, which is good and wonderful, but it's made me wonder if this season might be winding down soon, especially with somewhat recent drama. Are there any plans to look at a new season? No, there's no plans. We're probably maybe at the halfway point of this season, it feels like. Okay. Just holiday break probably. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I noticed just... I've been on in the evenings, like, over the last week a fair bit. I've been around and not much has been going on. And then the last couple of days, like, a lot of people have been online. So I think maybe everyone just took a couple of weeks off or something. Probably not much to worry about. Now, I think what we do when we get up there is we get away from the mossy theme. So we start to figure that out in this area. Would be the way to do it. Okay. And as for the blocks that go around the edges here, and I guess we could continue with a little bit of basalt or something. For now, anyway. Right. Gonna put that there. Gonna put this here. And then get all the way up there. Dang it! Right, eventually that'll meet up. Looks like... Huh. Looks like it could have done... with being a little bit further away initially. Let's see. That's probably not enough, is it? But let's chuck all of that in there and grab another stack. Sumi says, I'll be honest and say 2-year season is a bit long for me personally, but I don't mind the season, it's been fun. Yeah, I know, I get that, but like, depends on us, I think, first, doesn't it? Like how the Hermit's feeling, what do they want to do? Oh. Hey X, I've been working on a redstone project that is an improvement of the postal system on Hermitcraft. What is a good way to get in contact with Etho, Tango, and others to show this? Probably Twitter, but like, I wouldn't get your hopes up or anything. They might not even be interested in changing it at this point because it's here, it works, you know. If it ain't broke, don't try and fix it and all that. Right, so I think here we could probably just embrace the fact that it arrives a little bit later. This is the very thing though that I've been trying to get away from in this game, is like looking at all these perfect edges and things lining up and just embracing the chaos a little more. So we're gonna go and do that here. Ah, right, I want to start putting some blocks underneath. Can we do that? Can't quite get to it. Do a bit more of that around here maybe. Has it really been 2 years? Says Arash in Elf. Yeah, it's really been 2 years since 2 years ago. Do you know it's also been 3 years since 3 years ago? Let's go like this. So we were putting actually no, I think we did we do green here or yellow? Oh, we did do yellow, okay. So we're gonna go over to these blocks now. Oh wait, what the heck happened there? At least in that space we'll do it like that. Now there's a couple of blocks here that are actually, yeah, they're quite important. Those ones. I wonder if we could put some, lamps might not be a good idea because of the way they get powered, but I guess I could put the lamps here. I'm kind of thinking about showing that it's getting powered. I could put trapdoors on it and those would like flick open or something. That doesn't feel like the right way forward. That does not feel like the way to do it. So yeah, again, it's that whole thing about like hiding the redstone or not. We got a super chat. Storykeeper Withers. Finally catching you live. Love what you do. Thank you, my dude. Thank you for the super chat. And I hope you enjoy the rest of today's stream. Yeah, so then we just like run into redstone all the time is what it's going to be like. We will persevere though. We'll figure it out. So I can put like a bit of that on the front, I reckon. There may be something going diagonal above it, like the hay bale. Do these ones get placed sideways? They do. And then that again, maybe? I mean, and then we could probably put a roof directly above that, maybe. I don't know. It feels like it's got potential. It's got potential to do something right. I think here I'm going to just change the blocks. Shouldn't be any consequence to doing that. Kind of all right, makes it a little different there. Maybe nah, I think we'll keep that as is and then continue to put blocks at the back. It's all just one block at a time really, isn't it? Maybe here we embrace a little contrast and just have some of the green blocks. I can change that bit of redstone if I want to. Not sure I do though. See, I'm going to put a trapdoor on it and then later on I'm going to find out that that messes with it. That thing is currently powered. Is that backed up? It's so hard to tell with this stuff. I think I'm going to have to change it, but whatever. Going to need another stack of these for the time being. You think bamboo blocks and planks are one of the best new features of the game? They've been in for a while now, though, haven't they? Right, yeah, definitely. See, I can't put a trapdoor there. Definitely feels a bit odd, that bit. Not everything has to make sense, right? Whoops! Just put blocks in. So you got shapes and details and stuff, like a little bit of that holding that bit up. Maybe over here some of this. That kind of works. Now, here's the thing though, we're going to need a block in front of that no matter what. It can actually be a trapdoor. Because that won't get powered, funny enough. I don't know what I want to do there. We'll leave it like such. So I reckon that little bit of contrast though with the green is really good. And maybe we can put in some wall or something later on, but that'll do right now. There's definitely room for more details and things, but I reckon it's going to come together as we get the roof put in. Now, I just kind of realized that there's quite a big open area here. And I think the roof is actually going to be a fair bit higher than that. The roof's going to be up at this level. And I think it's going to be more of these trapdoors if I take a moment to think about how it could be assembled. So we don't want to go too crazy with this. But let's say, no, not like that. Not like that. See, now it's getting a bit much, isn't it? It's like everywhere. That's fine because I got a plan. Got a plan, bro. I got a plan. It involves blocks, funny enough. Just got to find those blocks. Here they are. Or are they? Oh, the ones I want aren't actually in there. The concept of time doesn't make sense to you, says Unixes. Really? Wow. I wonder why that is. I was like, why is X singing Who Lets the Dogs Out as I walked away from the stream for a bit? Turns out it was an advertisement. Who let the dogs out? Ho, 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 ho. I didn't like that song when I was a kid. It was so obnoxious and silly. Now I'm like, whatever. X, thoughts on the Suzuki Omnichord synth? It's like an electronic auto harp. It's great for doing easy song covers. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. What did I come back here for? Brain! Turn on, please. Brain, you're needed. You're busy doing breathing and other stuff. Oh, okay. Sorry, brain. Jeez, breathing. Keeping the lights on around here. That's the one I want. This stuff. I'm gonna take it. You think that every UK school disco played Who Let the Dogs Out? At that time, probably yes. Ember Dust is clipping that immediately. Immediately! Oh, gosh. That's so quick. That's like immediate. That's like not even waiting. So like that is going to start to hide this stuff. Let's go around to this spot now. And make this all a little bit higher because I think it's going to need to be higher. And even up here, I think we're going to end up with like these blocks in these sorts of places a lot. Maybe with some like actual moss nestled in there as well. You can start to see the height coming together of this thing. But I reckon it should probably be like another block higher there. Duh, again. Oh, that time we did it. Yep, that's kind of getting up to this height, isn't it? Okay, so bamboo was nearly 6 years ago and bamboo blocks were nearly 2 years ago, says Bear. Facts. Straight facts. Don't question it. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, if we kind of like operate up here at this height, I think we're gonna put like a roof on this because there's stuff above. So eventually this will have like some sort of roof that conceals some of the space here and whatnot. So you got to think in those terms a bit too, I think. And now you can see we're kind of developing a little bit of canopy type vibe over here. That'll go a long way. Some of it's already got a little bit of depth. Then it's just about like what goes on top of this, because I don't think it's going to be these trapdoors, to be frank. Slime is like 7 years ago, right? No, I think slime's like 12 years ago. I appreciate the time of this stream. So to see you live. Thank you, says Jack Dempsey. Jack, I did it all for you. I picked this time of day for you. This is usually the time I stream on a Tuesday. On Sundays, it will be in the morning. Similar time on Fridays. I've noticed that's kind of been like a good cadence for me, just to do those 3 days. I might try and just stick to that for a while. 3 days a week kind of thing. Yeah, this is looking great. Like, it's all going in the right direction right now. We need to throw in other leaves eventually. They'll sort of be lower down. Got to put in more pillars here. But it feels like something is missing. I feel like there's something else I'm supposed to do here, if that makes any sense. That gives you any idea of what I'm thinking. Like, I'm missing an element. It might just be the roof. You could make the roof have vines of leaves or something. Don't think I'll put vines in because they're a little fussy to work with, but that kind of thing could work. So yeah, we're going to have the usual containment like this. Probably want to put another pillar down here. And then we were kind of working on bringing all of this up to that level. Yeah, so now that's all at that height, we can kind of see ourselves wrapping more of those leaves around there. I reckon it's maybe this bamboo bit here needs a bit of a touch up. It needs something a little more to it. Lighting is a thing I haven't really addressed yet. We just got some torches lying around. We need a texture. We need a texture at the top here. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Maybe just dirt. Maybe just put dirt. And then turn this into like a little enclosed space that you get inside of. Just thinking of the time that Xisuma embarrassed me because I typed shulker boxes and corrected that to shoulder boxes. That was like 6 years ago. Oh my god. Oh, that sounds like a thing I would do. Shoulder boxes! Did I say it like that? Me and my shoulder box. Torches under moss carpet. Now I want to put the source of light on display, I think. We want to make it a part of the builds. Let's go look at our options. Like we got something very yellow that we can, you know, put in and put a trapdoor behind it. But I think some hanging lanterns might look super cool. Lanterns with chains, but what do the chains connect to, right? Like what might look better is just some of these. Candles! Hey, I think I would like to do candles. Turn around. Immediately I'm thinking, I haven't done candles, right? I never do candles. And I think the default color is actually kind of the one I would prefer here. Hanging signs. Hey, Cybot's in chat. Or someone's saying hello to Cybot. I don't see a message, but oh wait. Noise in the air. Eclipse windy here for 2 months. Thank you so much. And Cybot2419 here for 31. I've now finally published the Azalea Log Mud and Clay Farm on my Twitter. There it is, peeps. Cybot2419 on Twitter, the website formerly known as X, because Elon Musk sold it and rode off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Okay, not sure if those actually needed to go there. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Trapdoors, maybe? What did Elon sell? Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke. Like, what if I just had them, like, sitting on top of here? It's kind of cute. Go away. Go away. Oh, we're gonna need like a lot of candles, right? That's how that works. I mean, it kind of lights up that area a little bit. Maybe not every one of them has one on top. Also, like, putting them on these little bits are kind of cool. But they just don't provide enough light. Maybe they do to stop stuff spawning. I like the idea of this. Just adds a little animation here and there. I got a really weird idea now. This idea is so weird. You're gonna love it. Okay, project box. What are we? We're not using that. Haven't used this yet. Torches. We're literally getting rid of those. Let's put the muddy mangrove in. I haven't really found the moment to use that as of yet. And scaffolding. Okay, so now we're a little more organized. Yo, those are mangrove leaves. What the heck? Anyway. So we go to the dye box. We grab... I think I'm going to go with green. Then we make green candles. Then we squirm a little bit because our inventory keeps filling up with stuff. Okay, this one right here, I want those. By the way, I've deliberately resisted bringing the purple in. I feel like it'll look really nice and we're going to do it last. Like those little flushes of purple. Or magenta. Okay, so like that there. Okay, wrong one. That's kind of really cute. That's really cute. I like it. Oh yeah, it's got to be on something like this. Oh, actually, I really like that. That's just so... I feel like we're just doing things that I wouldn't normally do, and that's great. That's great. That's what we want to do when we play this game. So I'm going to put that there. I think I want to like reduce the amount of candles. Regular ones, anyway. And then focus on having these little ones. So there's a perfect spot for one right here, right? It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. We're going to need, you know... I got an idea. Where my stairs at? Right there, mate. Yeah. That's good. What do you think, chat? It's quite a cute little area now, isn't it? This corner here feels a bit on the dark side. So we'll probably want like a 3 over there. One, two, three. You like it? It's adorable. That's a great word. Adorable. You have to go now. Just did physics in college. Have a good one. You just did the physics. Done all of it. Done the physics. What's next? Quantum. All right. Done physics. Doing quantum now. Good on ya. Good on ya. I did physics. Then I did the quantum. Easy. Piece of cake. Another one there in the future. Right. So that's a winner. I'm now thinking these feel like a bit more of a distraction. Like when they're on top of these. So the lighting is really well balanced without that. Let's go and put... Let's go get one more stair block again. Put a stair block down here. So it's kind of color matched a bit more. This is really good. This is really good. Just need to get the roof a bit more in place. Currently revising for fluid dynamics. Oh, piece of cake, mate. Piece of cake. That won't take you long. Just a little bit of quick revision and you got it. As a physics PhD, quantum mechanics literally has 2 modes, easy and impossible. Just do easy mode, mate. Just do easy mode. No one will notice. I kind of feel like another pillar is needed here. Like right there. And then the transition up to here is going to be interesting because of the whole roof thing that we've got going on. Roofs. Oh, they make everything complicated, don't they? We'll try and do something a little different with this area, I think. So no more of that basalt business. No thanks. Right, do all of that. This one gets powered by that, so blah, that'll annoy me. Then I'll be over it. Yeah, it's like some sort of, what do we call it? Ah! Sound of burning. What do we call it? We call it something. What is it called? What is it called? Come on, computer brain. Come on, computer brain. Pagoda! I think that's wrong. But it sounds cool. Pagoda. Pagoda? Pagoda, pagoda. Something like that. We're going to have one of those up here. Yeah, I'm going to change this here a little bit. Pagoda is a thing, you think? I think it is too. So that one over there is off by a block, and that's perfectly fine. We embrace the chaos. Embrace the chaos. Yeah, so we've got a little bit of that going on. We're sort of setting it up. Then we kind of want things to come across. Or about here. See, all these stone blocks, I'm not sure if I should rip them out with something different or not. But we'll connect that. Oh, you're one over there, are you? Very smart. Why is that one stone and not something else? Because it just does regular bamboo, that's why. Oh, it's Storykeeper with us here with another super chat. Birch trapdoor would look cool as a roof. Yeah, you know what? It would fit the build palette we got here. I'm not sure as a roof or like where to use it. It would fit in somewhere. That what I need to do with the roof, I think, you need to look at it from out here. Like, there now needs to be like a mass of material at this level that gets changed into, I say changed because I'm thinking of putting stone there temporarily. Like, this needs to now be like earth or terrain is how I'm looking at it. So I don't want to put birch trapdoors as a roof because then the roof's going to need space above it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. One thing that's great about everything we're doing here is that it all uses blocks that are easy to obtain because we're literally standing next to the farms for them. Oh yeah, look at that. Let's go to the middle and just do something outrageous. Who would do that? Who would just change it? Outrageous. Oh, OCD alarm going off. Embrace the chaos, peeps. Embrace the chaos. Extinguished fire camps. Yeah, they could probably fit in. There's so many blocks, you know, but I'm trying not to get, like, exhausted by all the options. That's a key thing here. We're trying to be sort of effective with our basic build palette and then go in after and do passes with all sorts of crazy blocks. That's the way we keep our sanity. Sanity check, everyone. Let's get a quick sanity check. From the voice in your head. That's right, the voice in your head prompting you for a sanity check. Yeah, like that's a great foundation for putting leaves and stuff above it. That'll work out just fine, I reckon. Oh, some of you are insane. Jeez, what's going on? Insane in the membrane. Kind of feels like we're ready to put in a lot of the leaves and stuff now. Which will mean I want to go into full leaf placing mode. That's right. I have a button that's called leaf placing mode. Let's press it. So I definitely want some of those, and I think I want birch, but where is it? We'll try oak then. We'll go oak. Because I'm sick of flying back and forth, man. Actually, no, birch is definitely the one I want. Whatever, we'll go with this. Hi, X. After 1,200 episodes of Hermitcraft, and obviously joining before voice mod, how do you feel Hermitcraft has evolved because of it? It's brought us closer together as people, I think. It's made the content more dynamic and less structured. Like, there was an actual structure that emerged to making Minecraft videos, and I feel like voice mod has helped change that. Things can be more reactionary and stuff. After a month of dopamine and chill entertainment, says Estelian. Another. Oh god, it's like after? What's happened? Estelian, thank you so much for 74 months. That is amazing. I appreciate all that you do around here, and I hope you enjoy the dopamine. I mean, I haven't been giving out much dopamine lately. Definitely got the chill entertainment going. I think I want to grab some oak wood quickly. Actually, this texture's pretty good for what I want. Yeah, we'll go with that one. You know what? I haven't auto-crafted. I could auto-craft composters, right? I haven't done it anywhere. Whoopsie. Let's just do it here. So, like, grab that and make... I'm going to need a lot of composters, though. And look at this inventory. Oh, the pains, the pains. All right, we haven't done all the stuff we were going to do with these blocks yet. So some of these get to get rested, like hay bales, like that stuff. Right now, I don't think we're going to be placing a lot of those. And then maybe we're kind of done with some mossy stuff, I think. What else we got going on here? The salt pillars are probably kind of done for now. That's a lot better. There it is. There we go. Okay, that'll do. I would like it if you made a tutorial on any of those farms. Yeah, I don't really make tutorials anymore. Sadly, that time has passed. That energy has dissipated. Bot Whitey, thank you ever so much for 4 months with the Amazon Prime. Appreciate it, my dude. Thank you for using the old Amazon Prime subscription on me and peeps, if you did not know. You can use Amazon Prime to get a free sub over here on Twitch. A hail of bay. I love that. Is that what I said? Because I do that all the time. I'm always word switching and switching words. What about making a tutorial instead? I'll just chew gum the whole time. So I'm literally just matching the texture here is the idea. Since this has kind of become the aesthetic, you could say. And then we put leaves in front of all this stuff, right? Wrong leaf. Kind of the idea. And the occasional moss block as well. I'm going to make a totally original server where me and YouTubers make mega bases, run shops, have fun. I think I'll call it Lobstercraft. Lobstercraft, eh? Good luck with it. Hope you have fun. Does he see both chats, says the Muddler? I do indeed. I see all chats. Everywhere, all of the time. I am omniscient. I see all chats. So we do that. That's a nice little pass. It's going in the right direction. I like it. Let's now link these things across. The other thing is, though, I do want to, like, maybe not have any of the roof color poke through, if that makes sense. But it'll probably look good if it's dirt. So I don't think I have to think too much about the next bit. We're just going to do this, I think. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, like, the occasional bit like that to fill in a gap. And then probably end up putting a bunch of dirt above this. We're going to run out of these leaves, I know it. Hopefully we've got enough to just, like, get through this bit, though, because it's super interesting. Dude, we got more. Uh-oh. No, we're really running low, aren't we? Lady Remedy 84 here for 8 months. X, any plans for Soulside Eclipse Volume 2? I'm asking because I need it in my life. Thank you first of all for the resub. I mean, no plans, but you never know. Like, I love playing and writing music, so whatever that leads to, who knows. Thing for me is that when I got that album out there, I realized that it was like a monkey off my back. And I no longer feel like I have to get music out there into the world. So I'll just do it. I'll just do whatever feels right to me. Glowberries, that's a great idea. Great idea. The only thing is I need to finish this. Like, we'll do all the passes later on. Yeah. What I want is not there. Please eat, because the low hunger bars are very annoying, lol. Well, what if I want to annoy you? Okay? Did you think about that? Maybe I want to annoy you with low hunger bars. Jeez, rude. Didn't even consider it, did ya? God. Let's go get rid of some of this other stuff too. Oh wow, the shears are a little low. Yeah, like I got these ferns and short grass in the inventory. We'll come back and do all the passes later on. We'll do that later on. It's one of these. It's the last one I look in. Oh, I expect it to be the other shade of green. That's the problem. Low hunger bar always stresses you out for some reason. Well, first of all, it's not your hunger bar, so don't get worried about it. Second of all, like, don't let a computer game stress you out. X, have you written any music, like made your own songs, says Beefy Boofy? Do not go searching for Soulside Eclipse on the internet. You will not find original music created by yours truly. Don't. It's not on Spotify. It's not on Apple. It's not on Bandcamp. It's not on YouTube. It's not free to listen to. Alright, it's none of those things. It doesn't exist. Shut up. Stop talking about it. Jeez. Why do people keep thinking I make music? I don't get it. Oh, just because I play guitar on my second channel. That makes me a musician, does it? Jeez. Okay, right. Sorry. Any advice for learning music theory? None. I haven't learned. I say I haven't learned. I get what music theory is. I know a few things about it. I sometimes use some of it, but I wouldn't say I have any tips on how to learn it, as I wouldn't really consider myself. I just tend to use my ear most of the time. I hit the nail on the head, apparently. Sweet. Sweet, I wasn't even using a nail. I was just swinging my hammer randomly. Like I always do. You thought the guitar videos were just to show off the gains. Oh, right, the gains. I don't think I've made any actual gains in a long time. Well, I lost gains. Because I couldn't work out for like months on end. I felt my trap muscles just shrink. Now I'm trying to grow them again. Why am I coming back here? Because my brain is used to doing that after I chop a tree. Dude, these shears cannot break. These are my magic shears. Me when trying to compose noise I call music without knowing anything about music theory. Yeah? Me when what do you mean me when trying to compose noise? I don't know what you mean. Dude, all noise can be music too. Like, you don't have to know theory to make music. Let's see. Right. I don't want these to break. That's why I came back. You know what? I've been wanting to do this for ages. I need to take this jumper off because I'm getting a bit sweaty in here. I'm just going to mute for a second. Alright. God, should have done that like an hour ago. It is warm in here. That's the thing, like, it's cold outside, the heating's on, but then in this room it gets really warm because I've got, like, the 490 spinning around constantly. Heating up the place. It's like, this room don't need a radiator. There's a 490 in here. There we go. I don't care much for the oak logs, but we need the leaves. What's my opinion on Notch's Minecraft 2? Well, first of all, it won't be called Minecraft 2 because I'm pretty sure the contract they signed mean there could never be a Minecraft 2. Second of all, Notch is not someone who, you know, sees things all the way through and puts out, you know, his track record is pretty poor, right? It's just a bunch of, like, tech demos and stuff, which is perfectly fine if that's what you're trying to do. But when people start talking about it as if there's going to be a game, this is just a guy talking right now. And the guy talks a lot about ideas and stuff and doesn't always really follow through. So I'm not in any way expecting anything interesting, but hey, you never know what could happen. But until we see something, like, what's the point? It's not like someone with, like, a really good track record is saying, hey, I've decided I'm going to do this thing. And you're like, wow, they're totally going to deliver on that. Why don't you use shaders, if you can ask? I don't like how shaders look, really. I've played with them a little bit here and there, but they're just not for me. I think the default Minecraft aesthetic is pretty fantastic. With a few tweaks here and there, you know. It's pretty good. Now I want bone meal. No, I have bone meal. What? No, sorry, shears. Okay, right. Yeesh. Losing track of what I'm doing here. It'd be hard to replicate the game without directly copying it. You know, yeah, maybe, like... There's something weird about this game that no one seems to be able to recapture, which is why it's lasted for so long. Despite there being loads of, like, clone games and what, like, no one ever really seems to capture this thing that's in this game. And because of that, I don't think anything's really come and taken it over, right? It might just have, like, the right chemistry of, like, aesthetics and movement and all these little things that you may think don't mean too much, but whenever people try and clone it, it doesn't really seem to work. Vintage Story is a good example. I played Vintage Story and I didn't really like it. It's just a very, like, slow, grindy experience. And I was just like, ah. The other thing is, like, if you get too close to being like Minecraft, it's kind of like, why am I not playing Minecraft, you know? So there's that problem too. What about Hightail? I mean, how many years ago was that? 8? Like, people talk about it, but it ain't out. When it's out, then it'd be easier to have a proper opinion on it, right? Have you heard about the timetable leak? Yeah, I have, and it was interesting, but also completely unsurprising. Like, that was just... It was just very obvious that this is the plan, you know? Nothing surprising about it. They've clearly made this shift to, like, try and get smaller updates out so they can keep the hype cycle going. And that's what you're just seeing in that leak. I'm gonna sneeze. I've sneezed. I've snozen. I've snozen, people. Right, let's get a little patch of that here. Right, so I think most of the holes here are patched up. Thank you for the bless yous, very much appreciated. And as you can see, like now it's pretty thorough, and in here it already looks just great, but we've still got to do more passes on it. This bit opening up here, perfectly fine. I think something here is going to change big time. Let's leave that alone for now, though. Right. So now I'm going to go put dirt on top of it. We're going to do that bit next. Where's the dirt at, homie? Here it is. Are you glad they got rid of the mob vote? Kinda. I think the mob vote would have been better in different hands. Like, there's just these attitudes that permeate online that I don't vibe with. And one of them is like taking the mob vote as if it's like they've removed something from the game. I see these attitudes online. I think they're a problem. I think they're a problem of us being online. There's something about it. I'm gonna point out a few examples, right? Like, I go onto Blue Sky and I go onto Twitter because I'm on both of these platforms, right? And Blue Sky is like the flip of Twitter. So there was that Mark Zuckerberg podcast recently. I've listened to it myself. It was an interesting listen. I have some thoughts on it. Maybe I'll share it with you. But if you go on to Blue Sky, like, the things that are being said are just being like shifted into this lane, and then on the other side they're just being shifted into the opposite lane. And it just feels like people have an attitude and then twist something that's happening to it. And it's like that with this mob vote stuff. It's like, if you wanna hate on Mojang, then you'll use the mob vote as an excuse to do that. So what I didn't like about the mob vote was that people didn't understand that they're giving you a chance to feel like you have some control over the development of the game. It's a nice idea. They're trying to get you involved. Obviously, they're trying to promote the game a little bit, but they're not taking things away. They're not dangling something you want in front of you and saying this will never be in the game. But that's like how people have chosen to interpret it. And it's just unhealthy to me. It's just like finding negativity where there doesn't need to be some. So for that reason, I thought it was a good idea to get rid of it. Had the community been a bit healthier about it, then maybe we didn't need to, but that's how they chose to behave. Another one is calling Mojang devs lazy all the time. Like when they go, oh, modders could do this in a day. And it's because, you know, modders make these videos where it's like, I made this mod in 24 hours. But the thing is, the quality of the mod is totally different. It's a mod. It sits on top of the game. It doesn't have to be supported across multiple platforms. It doesn't have to be correctly developed for the future of the game's stability. It's just additional code floating around on top. And, like, do you think it's been properly tested and, you know, checked for bugs? Because only one person's been playing it when they make that video. Maybe they've got a few people that play and test with them, but it's just like people take these sort of facts, let's say, air quotes facts, and then like bend them to their emotions. So your emotion is like, oh, I don't like Mojang, or you're upset with them, and then everything that happens becomes Mojang terrible, blah 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 blah. Right? And that's an issue, I think. Speaking about the mob vote, what mob do you like that has been lost? That's what I'm getting at. Like, has it been lost? It was never in the game. It was never in the game. They were just trying to give us a way to feel like we were part of the development cycle and have a choice and have some input, and then it gets twisted into like, you know, oh, it's never going to be a part of the game. It never was a part of the game. It just floated around some ideas and tried to bring us in on it a little bit, you know? Well, there's a message here from someone who agrees with me, but, you know, it's easy to read that. Let's read someone who disagrees. I don't get why people spend so much money on energy and hating Mojang Microsoft. There are things they have legit been controversial for, like EULA enforcement. Yeah, there may be some more substantive arguments to be had against some of the practices they do, for sure. When you vote, though, you invest in your choice, and only one of three choices wins, says another JT. Yeah, we should be wiser to know that it's to have a little bit of fun. I don't know. It's like imagine going to a sports game and being angry because a team lost and going, how do they feel? We shouldn't be playing sports because this team over here lost, right? Like, that would be bizarre to turn up and be like that. But this is the thing. It's like they're trying to do something for us to have a little bit of fun, get excited about, and oh no, we're going to get angry and upset about it. You know? I think it just hurts to see a cool idea and then that idea not get added because of an arbitrary voice. Yeah, I get that. I get the perspective, and I get that these are like these things sort of sit around in the back of your mind. Like, what would it have been like if that thing had been added? But like, look at the track record of things that they've added for a while. They're never going to be that deep. They're never going to be that game-changing or amazing. They're just going to be cutesy little details. Like, for a long time, Minecraft hasn't really dug too deep into the core mechanics and changed the way you play the game. They've just been adding activities for you to play within the game. They've been adding mobs that are kind of cute and different and marketable, and they've been adding, you know, extra blocks for us to build with. They've kept it simple. So I wouldn't get too excited about the crab, because I reckon if the crab were in the game, you'd be like, oh, I want that other one, whatever one it went up against. Yeah. It works on a grass is greener on the other side mentality, says NCMTN woman. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. You got that grass is greener vibe going on. Anyway, you know, it could have worked out well. It could have been something good, but the community just didn't respond to it well. It caused arguments and a bad vibe, and that's why I've, like, spoken out against them, sort of just saying, this doesn't work. Like, this is kind of like a bad vibe for the community. And, you know, I'm glad that I dropped them, but it's just the reasons why they dropped it, not so great, really. Not so great. This could have been an alright thing. Okay, I feel like we've gone at that level a few times in a row. X, you say that we don't lose any mob. Do you believe some of the mobs might still get them in the game? Probably not, but like, it's like you gotta think about what this means. Like, so I could spend a day writing up a list of potential things to add to Minecraft and put it out there, and then like, if they don't add it, are those things just never going to be in the game? Because what crabs might have offered might just appear in the game through something else at another point in time. I think that mentality of thinking of them as if they're like possibilities that can no longer be in the game is just a little silly. Because this is a game with like infinite possibilities anyway, so like what's the harm if there won't be crabs? Like before it was a mob vote option where you fingers crossed for crabs all the time? I don't know. I feel like it is better with no mob vote. They listen to feedback and that's enough for me. Yeah, I think it's better with no mob vote because it just creates a sour mood within the community often. Right, so obviously we've got to do a little bit of this at the front, and then there'll be like some other material going on over here. I don't know how we're going to fit all this stuff together over time, but that is a pretty awesome vibe so far. And do you know what I haven't done here? I haven't added in some little spots of mangrove and specifically this. Oh, it's kind of the color blends in way more than I thought it would. What about mangrove? Does mangrove stand out a little more? Ah, I just composted it! Yo, that's silly. That's silly, homie. I think I don't like that in here, actually. I think just going with the oak's probably the way to do it. Bit like that. It's like not really any room for more over here, is there? That's cool. Yeah, that's really good. That's really good. I don't think there's too much more to be done there. Obviously, we've got to extend it. And then whenever we get to, like, the next section, it's just figure it all out again. Piece it all together. Just because it's not in vanilla doesn't mean the community won't add them anyways. There needs to be more acceptance of mods and data packs as acceptable. I think mods and data packs are very well accepted, right? Like, I'm not aware of any animosity towards them. They're widely used and accepted. In fact, people tend to sort of moan on behalf of modders a lot, I've noticed. Like, when they update Minecraft, people are like, oh, this is bad for modding and stuff. And it's like, well, should we not update the game again then, you know? Like, just let Mojang do what they do. X, would you ever do a Hermitcraft season with terrain data packs? I would love to. I would love to do that, but it's not a favourable idea within the group. I'll be all for it, but we come to a consensus on these things, right? You're scared of a Season 8 situation happening again. What's that? Because Season 8 was a short season, right? And this is way longer than Season 8. I don't know what you're referring to there. Oak, Dark Oak, and Azalea work together. Oh, right. I haven't thought of trying Dark Oak. X, what's 1-2 things you think Minecraft should add or change the game to make it better? I mean, if you haven't heard one of my rambles about it before, I'm not going to go on about it because I'm a broken record at this point, but the inventory is, you know, built on a 15-year-old game design. Like, come on, let's redo the inventory in this game. Let's make big drastic changes. I know they don't want that, but there's an opportunity here to just make Minecraft even more excellent. But I think they don't really care much for that kind of stuff. It's more about just keep getting cute things into the game that they can market. That seems to be the main priority. Oh, there's probably like a lot of these leaves that have ended up in the water. Any more chance of hardcore hermits soon? Nah, hardcore hermits is like a dumb thing from the past, I think. Just an old school way of playing. There they are. How do you think they could improve inventory? I mean, anything. Anything. They could just add an extra row. I know adding an extra row isn't a long-term solution, but ugh, it's just, come on. We keep adding blocks to this game, and we've got the same small amount of space and the same block by block principle for everything. It's antiquated, you know? It's easy to do better. Right, let's focus on covering up this dirt again. So yeah, behind here, I'm pretty sure we're going to end up with like some structural stuff that will define the next area, so that's okay. This bit over here still needs a fair bit of work, doesn't it? And then I don't know from like every which angle you're going to see this stuff, but that should do for now. That should do some good. Yeah, still a ways to go, but every time we walk through here it gets a little bit better. Did X say anything about Notch kind of teasing Minecraft too? I did. In a nutshell, just don't get your hopes up. What's this? Smartin says, I remember how much you love satisfactory building, and I realised the way it works so well is because you don't need to craft every building individually. It just takes the resources and auto-crafts the build when you place it. I think Minecraft could try and learn from this with the slab stair fence variants. 100%, my dude. 100%. Like, you just got to look at building and the activities revolving around the inventory in this game through a perspective of time. You know, you are constantly having to work to put the thing in front of you that you want to see. And that is just... it's just antiquated at this point. You know, it's an old idea. It was brilliant when they first did all of this stuff. People were having, you know, fun with this new way of doing stuff, moving items around and that, but then it's not the same game, is it? It's not quite the same game. The game's evolved a lot. Right. I feel like I've gone on a rant. Things have got a little bit negative. Let's change the topic, man. Let's get positive over here. Oh my god, I just remembered something super important. I wanted to put armor stands into all of this and have some characters live in the world. That is something I really wanted to do. I just had a flash of like one standing in the corner there, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's the thing I want to do. Right, please don't break everything. I think it didn't break anything. We good, homie. Yeah, this is a cool place to be around here. Right, we're sort of at the pass phase now, I think, where we want to grab stuff like moss carpets. Oh, do I still like that being... This might be changed as well, but for now we'll leave it there. Tell you what, this doesn't feel finished. This feels very flat around here. Very flat. Okay, it's looking kind of spectacular. Kind of spectacular. What upcoming games am I looking forward to? None? I can't think of any. I got a few things on my wish list, but I'm just not really in the mood for playing many games at the moment. I'm not much of a gamer. If I'm playing games and it's not for work, it feels like I'm wasting my time. Like, I played a lot of Factorio at the end of the last year, and now I'm like... That game is just like an endless sinkhole of, like, things to do. I mean, I love the part where you're, like, solving puzzles, but then it sort of becomes a grind. I don't like that. If I'm playing a game, I need to feel like I'm doing something. Am I into walking? Yeah, actually, I do a ton of walking. Hey, TR7, my dude, 25 months for crashing Hermitcraft today. The fix is out. Thanks, my dude. I'll update the server later. I've got the item swapper mod. I haven't used it again. I've gone into a really good habit of using it in creative mode. But when I'm in survival, I don't know, I haven't been thinking about it. Have I finished Satisfactory? I'm finished with it, like... I was enjoying that spell, but now that I haven't played for a while, it's kind of like the charms faded off a little bit. I'd play it again if we did like a group Hermitcraft thing with everyone playing together. I think that would be awesome. That would get me back into it. Maybe like the odd torch flower or something in a spot would look cool. By the way, I've just realized this thing has like no start. I don't know how you would get to this, but it would probably be from this direction, as the furnace building here is probably going to be next on the list. Great design, good job, love it. Oh, thank you, thank you. Let's put a little torch flower just there in the corner. Maybe we'll put ferns on one side, short grass on the other, right? Which strangely seems to be how it's already laid out. Maybe just that. That's looking kind of great. Now, I did also bring moss carpet with me. And that is just so we break these up a little. Subtle, subtle details, but they are important. Are there any up here? It's like one or two. Don't like that one there. Okay. There's still some work to be done up here. It's never all done in one day. In fact, when we do this bit, the bushes are probably all going to like bleed together and fill up that space. That'll be interesting. So then from here, I like the idea of looking over this area. So we might have to change some of these stone bricks and stuff. There's just going to be endless stuff to do. Like, we got to remember that we want to come down to this area. So then that's going to need a connection to whatever goes over here. And of course, we've got redstone and stuff in the way. That's going to be a tricky one to figure out, really. Maybe I rebuild some of this. Maybe, actually, yeah. What if we put the minecart track on display? That would be a really cool way to integrate it. So from down here, like, it could just sort of appear. I like what we did with this granite and dirt. We could very easily add extra textures. So if this becomes a little bit bigger, if we dig downwards, then we can add more to that design. So if we do this and have it so that the thing comes out of this space, yeah, it's going to come out on somewhere just around here. Wow, we got some serious tidying up to do with these chests now. Then it could run along here. The only thing is, it needs blocks to have the rails placed on. And I think we've got like plenty of yellow. In fact, I'm pretty sure that has to change because it's too much yellow. It's too much bamboo. So, like, what are the other materials? Oh, dripstone. Dripstone would be a great one to throw in there, wouldn't it? First time in an Xisuma stream, not gonna lie, you're loving it. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's cool. That's cool. Thanks for coming over and checking it out. Yeah, way too much yellow, right? We definitely need a contrasting color. And we're not gonna go birch. I think spruce makes more sense. Yeah, what is this even? Like, when we get to this area, it needs a bunch of aesthetic treatment too. Dark oak would do it. I don't have a dark oak farm though. Oh, that's not been crafting, is it? I'll take all of it, because we've probably got a lot of them to replace. And then I was thinking, like, should we use that material again down below? It's kind of the idea. So let's get some trapdoors and stairs. Oh, look. Wait, is it? Oh, it's got no more feeding into it. That's why I haven't been crafting. Okay. That I can live with. That makes sense. Right. So, introducing something new to the palette. Over here, we're going to say minecart comes through that gap. And then we do something like this. So, trapdoors in between. Occasionally see the minecart go across. I think I'm going to end up, like, digging a crater at the bottom of this or something. So then this place is just built out of, like, a giant crater. But yeah, that's looking okay. Then, what's the issue here? We want a pathway that goes in this direction. And then we want something that connects over there. So I think what we're looking at doing is redirecting... in a hole. I think we're going to redirect the rail from this corner. So it goes around the corner, comes over... Let's get rid of that. Got too much of that lying around the outside here. And then it's going to go up to, like, that height. But then it means that we can have something come through this space. Yeah, and I don't really have the markers to hand at the moment, do I? And we need to do some serious tidying up. So somewhere around here, path goes in that direction. This is my marker for now. It's going to join up with something that comes across from here. And then somehow that is going to go to the other side. But we've got to rip some of that out. I will figure it out, peeps. I will figure it out. We'll figure it out together on our next stream. Although I will be playing in between streams as well, so I'm either gonna work on this interesting project, let's call it, that will make for a cool episode, or I will be over here watching some Deep Space Nine, chilling out, just chipping away at this project. So the next stream we might have some progress, or I've been working on something super cool. Also, tomorrow's Snapshot Day, right? Be on the lookout for that. Today was supposed to be the release of something really big that I've been working on for a long time on my channel. It's been pushed back a week, and when that comes out, my streaming plans are also going to change a little bit too. So content around the channel is going to be all over the place, feels like. But it's going to be exciting, that's for sure. DS9 totally. Yeah, it's good. Although the episode I put on yesterday was a bit of a dull one. It has some of those slower episodes from time to time, right? You're very curious, not gonna lie. I think y'all are gonna love this thing that I've got, right? And not only is it a thing, part of it, there's a part of it that makes it really special. And I'm gonna do live streams working on that part of it. I'm gonna do like, you're gonna get like that behind the scenes feel. But I shan't say too much more because I could just easily slip and put in a word that gives it away. So I'd rather just wait a week and then we can talk about it when it's all here and happening. Yeah, look at that. That's super cool. Super duper cool. And I kind of want to put in a little bit more of that granite. Just because I'm actually really liking that aesthetic where it fills up this space. And I'm definitely gonna need torches back here. Do I have any? I have some. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Got to keep the whole place lit up. Right, look at that. Definitely onto something here, wouldn't you say? God, I'm excited. I've been looking forward to doing this for so long. And like putting in the first bits, it's like, it's not actually anything I ever thought it would look like. I don't have one of those mind's eye where I see something and then I build it. It's more like I have a vague idea and then I start building and it just goes in a different direction. But then we end up with something where I'm like, yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, you know? It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Don't act a fool. I want to go here and just do this quickly because my mind's like, that gap might look a bit ugly actually. Maybe like that it'll work. Something like that, then it goes to a higher level. Because I think this thing needs to come up as we go around the corner. But, right, I'm getting a bit too much into it. That is my cue to wrap up the stream today. I'm the only one online, so I don't think any other hermits are streaming, so I'll go look for a raid. Look, peeps, if you're on YouTube, head over to Twitch, drop me a follow. I mean, I now do multi-streaming, but I'd encourage you to try the Twitch experience, because this is where our community is. I'm going to go look to raid... Oh, dude. We're going to raid Patrack today. We got a Minecraft legend in the house. Oh, we'll totally do that. Dude. Minecraft is legendary. If you like Hermitcraft, there ain't no Hermitcraft without Minecraft. Anyway, I'm going to send you over to Packrat. I hope you like what you find. And I'll be streaming again on Friday by the looks of it. I think that's going to be my thing now. I have to change the title on YouTube before you go live again. What do you mean by that, Forgil? Please elaborate. Anyway, right, that's it. Thank you so much, everyone. Come to Twitch, join the raid. And I will see you all again on Friday, probably. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.